Jackie Christ. I am going to be a third year, fourth grade learning support teacher in the state of Pennsylvania, and today is part one of classroom setup. As you can see, it is pouring down rain and it's probably going to be like this all day. So I do have stuff in my back seat, but I don't know if I'm going to be bringing it in today just because of all the rain. I do have just one bag that I definitely will be bringing in because it has all of my new classroom decor, and that's what I really want to focus on today, is just getting up as much of it as I can. I did take a lot of time this summer just printing and cutting out all of the decor, but there's still a lot that I still have to laminate. I finished laminating my alphabet last night, and then I just have to spray it with the matte spray paint, but obviously I couldn't do that outside today because of the rain, so I'm gonna try hopefully to do it inside. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so today's plan is just to get up as much of the decor as I can, and I also want to get my teacher desk set up just so that I have kind of a home base and a nice clean space to work off of. But yeah, so that is the plan for today. Not sure if things are going to go as planned, but we will see. And I will probably just prop you up on the tripod and do a bunch of time lapses so you can see what we get done today. But yeah, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. This is Miss Chris Classroom, and I am so happy that you are here today for classroom setup part one. Alright, so now we are going to head to school. I am crossing my fingers that it is not very flooded from all this rain, because where I live, we do get a lot of flooding, and I have a little Hyundai Elantra, so it doesn't do the greatest in rain, but we're gonna take it slow, and I will chat with you guys when I get to school. It's about a 35-minute commute. Alright, I just got to school, and thankfully it stopped raining a little bit. It's definitely a lot better than it was. Like I mentioned earlier, I am changing my classroom theme this year, so it's definitely a big task. My classroom theme right now is like the farmhouse, wood, greenery type of theme, and this year I'm changing to like a more pastel theme. I'm using a decor bundle from TPT, and the seller's name is Step Into Elementary, and it's her pastel doodles decor bundle, and I'm really excited about it. So we are switching it up a little bit. I was craving a little bit of color and just a little bit of change. I had the farmhouse theme for the past 2 years, so I figured it was time to change it up. I am gonna keep my farmhouse themed decor in a bin just in case I decide to go back in a couple of years, and I'll have all that already done and ready to go. It doesn't look like there are many people here today. I guess they are still enjoying their summer, which is really great. I was itching to get back into the classroom, and setting up is really fun for me, so I don't mind coming in. So I'm going to head inside, and I have to stop in the office to get my key for my classroom. We did have to turn those in at the end of the year, but I will show you a little overview of what my classroom is looking like now, and then I will probably prop you up and just get right to work and time lapse it all so you can see. Alright, we just got to my classroom. It was such a hassle to get into the building because the main hallway getting into all of the classrooms was blocked off because they just waxed it. So I had to go all the way in the back, and we were having trouble with the doors and stuff, and finally got in though, so we're all good. So I'm here now. I'm going to flip you around and just show you my farmhouse decor before I change everything. And so yeah, let me just flip you around. All right, so when you walk in the door, this is just a little bit of an overview. To the left, you have my birthday wall, and then I'm just gonna pan so you can see an overview. My aide actually helped me at the end of this school year repaper this whole back wall with the Better Than paper, so there's no border on it, but it looks amazing and I'm so happy with it. We will get to decorating that later. There was more on that during the school year, but it is very blank right now. And then my cubbies, my couch, and my little affirmation little wall over there. So it looks like some things have fallen off. This is my aide's bulletin board that goes up on the back wall that we papered. It looks like they took off my calendar that I had up there. I'm not sure why they had to take that off. And it looks like my banner on my desk was taken off, and some things are just kind of tossed on the side there. But we'll get that all cleaned up eventually. And then I have this chair and all the desks. Alright, so that was just an overview. Since it is not raining right now, I'm going to try to bring in all the stuff that's in my car and try to beat the rain if it ends up starting to pour again. I parked right in the back, so I'm going to try to bring it all in from the back really quickly, and then we'll see what we get up to today. Now that I am absolutely drenched in sweat, I think I'm going to sit and kind of try to cool off a little bit. It's actually really hot and humid in the building, so I'm not sure if the air is fully kicked in yet, but it is really hot. And I think I'm like only one of the only teachers in the building today, which is kind of nice. But I have, like I said, I laminated my alphabet yesterday, and I printed a cursive alphabet, and I also printed a like regular font alphabet. So here's kind of a sneak peek of the different colors that are going to be in my decor bundle. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to see if I can put both the cursive and the regular alphabet up. We'll see how it fits, because I do have a clock up there, and I'm not sure if I can move the clock or not. That's what I was kind of hoping for, but if I can't, I'm gonna have to come up with some different plan for that. But I have to, the past couple years I haven't papered up at the top of that wall. I just did like 2 bulletin boards on either side of the whiteboard, and I really want to just paper the whole entire thing and have it all the same. So to do that, I'm gonna have to take everything down and paper that, which is gonna take a long time. So we'll see if we get to that today or not. But I think while I'm sitting here trying to cool down a little bit, I have a ton. This whole bin right here is filled with decor that I still need to laminate. So I printed these little place value chart things to like put in their little caddies on their desk for a resource, since our first math chapter is all about place value. I printed new multiplication charts, because these ones actually match my theme, which I thought was cute. The ones that I had before, let me actually show you. I have them right over here. So the other ones that I had for the past couple of years are these like bright, like colorful look, which I liked and it's really helpful. But I think I'm gonna try to, since we had this one already in the decor bundle, I figured why not. And then these ones will just be used as extras, so I'll still have those available if I need them. And then I have some different like cute posters, lots of different ones here. There's some that have little sayings on it. That, and then behind here is my like shape posters. So I have like the regular shapes, and then I also have the 3D shape. And then these are all of my labels for all my supplies and my bins. So some of these are for supplies, and then some of them are for like my math manipulatives, like place value chips, fraction bars. So I have all the bins for these. The math ones I didn't label because we just actually organized my math cabinet at the end of the year. We redid it because it just, the way I had it organized before, it was by chapter, and it just wasn't working for me. I just needed all of the place value chips to be in one bin and all the base 10 box to be in one bin. It just would help me a lot better. So I had my aide redo that. But my supply cabinet right by my door does have all the labels. I just redid them to match my theme. So I do have to cut out the little white part here. I didn't do that for those. I also have, I can't show you these because they have, well actually I have some blank ones in here, but they have student names on them. These are to label my like student data files. So I know this is a little extra, but I made little tabs. I made blank ones in case I get any new students, which I probably will. Added on, I could either put a little label on it or just write it, because I know at the end of the year it just gets so hectic and you really don't have time to even print anything. I remember when it turned 2024 on my flip calendar, I didn't have 2024 printed and ready, and I kept telling myself I was going to print it. and I just never got around to it. So one of my previous students, she would always come back and visit me. I just had her write it on the back of the 2023, and she just wrote it in Sharpie, and it wasn't the cutest, but you know, it worked for the time being. So we have that, and then these, I made one for trimester 1, 2, and then 3, so I can put that kind of sticking out of the files and separate their files by trimester. So I have enough little tabs for all 3 of those trimesters. And then I have a bunch of like little banners that I'm going to put up. One for math, one for reading, one for, I teach decoding, so I have one for that. Writing, one says our learning, that I want to put where our learning targets are. I have one for my name. So right now I have a name border, or a name banner up on my bulletin board, but I'm gonna switch because I want to redo the front of my desk, and I think I want to put the banner there because previously I had, it's kind of hard to see, previously I had this banner on the front of my desk, and I don't have one that matches my new theme. So I think I'm just gonna put my name banner there, and then that'll be great because then I'll have more room on this bulletin board for different papers and reminders, which I had trouble with this past year. I felt like I was running out of space. So that'll be good. Or I could even put more pictures up there because I do have more of those. And then I got these labels for free on TPT for like monthly bins that I want to create, because I have a bunch of these scrapbook file bins that I purchased over the summer. So I'm gonna put laminate those and put those on the front of those bins. I do have a bunch of stuff still at home. A lot of the bins are still at home. I just figured I'd bring in one load of that, so I don't have the bins here today. But writing banner, my reading banner. This is my, I think this is my welcome banner. This one is my Miss Christ one. This is our learning. I tried to label some of them. Oh no, this one is our writing one. So I wonder what that other one was. This one was our math one then. That's what it was. I have the sharp and dull pencil thing. So I have these all like printed. I have their name tags, but I can't show you because they have their names on it. But I have it all printed. I just didn't laminate it, and I'm the type of person that laminates cuts, which I know could take a lot longer, but it's just how I like to do it. I have my skip counting numbers. I'm so excited for these. This one looks a little faded, so I must have been running out of ink, but it'll be fine. The black just doesn't look as vibrant, but I'm super excited about these colors. I'm excited to have some colors in here, but it's also like calm colors. Printed this 120 chart. I figure this would be helpful just to have up on the board. I know some of the kiddos coming to me have some goals for addition and subtraction, so I figure this could be helpful. And then I have my number posters, which I love. These are really cute, and I had these last year, so they'll be good to have. Oh, so these are my daily schedule labels, and I started printing them, and then I was like, wait, like I don't know what order everything's gonna be in, and I kind of want to be a little bit extra, and I want my schedule to go in the color order that my theme is. So like start out with like the dark pink, and then the light pink, and then the like mustard, and then the yellow, like kind of go in that order when I make it. So I'm gonna actually hold off on this and wait until I have my schedule figured out, which is usually not for a long time. For special education teachers, our schedule changes a million times, so I might just hold off on that for a while. My number line, this is my, I believe this is my flip calendar. So I have my flip calendar for my magnetic rod. This is my birthday board. I already have my like welcome bulletin board on the outside of my classroom all set up with the one that I use for my farmhouse theme, and I didn't plan on changing my theme until next school year. I was gonna just stick it out with the farmhouse for one more year. Then I saw the Decor bundle went on sale and I purchased it, and I couldn't help myself, I just started printing it. So I kind of just decided last second that I was gonna change it. But so I printed out this new welcome back to school bulletin board that goes with my theme. So I have that too. I might leave that one for my aide to put up, but I do have to laminate it. I have labels for my 10 drawer cart here, and I can see some of those labels are falling off too, which just shows how humid it is in here. And then this is my calendar. So I have like a pocket chart for it. So there's like a banner, and then all the numbers and the labels for the days of the week. So So all of that has to be laminated still, so I think I'm gonna sit here and just spend some time laminating a lot of that so that I can just cool down a little bit and try to think of what I want to do first, because just looking at it I'm a little overwhelmed. And I'm realizing now that let me show you, my skip counting numbers are down below here, and I'm just realizing now that I papered that with black paper, and I don't think the black is gonna go with the theme, so I think I have to like rip that all down, which is just gonna be a lot. And then same with these. So I was thinking of just doing this whole wall with the wood bulletin board, but I don't even know if I have enough, so we're really gonna have to figure that out. All right, well, I'm gonna do a little time lapse and you can watch me start to laminate a little bit. That I want to put onto one laminating sheet, I like to use double-sided tape just to make it so it sticks down and nothing kind of shifts around. So I'm going to do that with some of my calendar pieces. Mess up in the lamination this year, kind of crumpled up my 16, so we'll see if we'll be reprinting that or not. I'm not really sure if it's gonna bother me enough, but you can kind of see it. Makes me so sad. This is how a bulletin board looks after 2 years of not changing it. You can see paper is very faded, and you can see exactly where everything was. So I'm so glad that I am changing it this year. It definitely needs it. is now Monday. The last time that I spoke with you was on Thursday, and the building is closed on Friday, so I wasn't able to get into my classroom on Friday. So I just got to school now. I went to the gym this morning, and then now I'm here. I felt like last week on Thursday it was a little bit of a fail just because I didn't have a ton of things laminated and ready to go. So I was spending a majority of my time laminating and cutting, and I wasn't able to put too much up on the board and up on the walls. But you saw that I got those 2 bulletin boards done on either side of the front wall, so the one by my desk and then the one on the opposite side. I decided, instead of doing that whole wall with the wood paper, because I wasn't sure how much I was going to have, if I was going to have enough, I decided to play it on the safe side, and on the 2 bulletin boards on the sides, I just did the butcher paper, and I think that turned out really well. I did start doing the border, but I actually decided that I want to do a triple border, so I am going to redo that. I did spend a lot of time over the weekend just prepping, laminating, and cutting a ton of things. So I feel a lot more prepared today going into a classroom setup. I have a lot more things ready to go to put up on the walls. So I am hopeful that we can get a lot done today. But we're gonna head inside and see what we can get done today. Similar to last week, I'm just gonna prop you up and do a lot of time lapse just because I really just want to work and get as much done as I can. I'm here at 10:06 today, so a little bit later because I did go to the gym this morning, but hopefully we can still get a decent amount done. So I am in my gym clothes still, so when I get inside, you'll see I'll be wearing something different. I am gonna just change into like a teacher tee and some jeans. But yeah, so I'm gonna head in and I will see you guys when I get into my classroom. just realized that the numbers on my flip calendar don't match the rest of the font. So these are colored and then that's just black. I don't know if it bothers me enough to reprint and laminate all of them, so I think we're just gonna leave it. Hopefully it doesn't look too terrible, but I think it turned out really, really cute. I love this little area. That is going to be the end of classroom setup part 1. I felt like I got a lot done today. I showed you a little overview, but we got the bottom part of the front wall papered. I did the rest of the border on my bulletin board by my desk. I put up the birthday display and I cleaned up the room a little bit. I put up my welcome banner. I feel like it's really coming together. Tomorrow for part 2, that'll be in a separate video, but I'm going to do the paper on the top of the front wall. I'm going to put up my alphabet. I'm going to do borders. A lot coming in my next video, so make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you are notified when I put out the rest of my classroom setups. And I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next video.